Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. In this video, I am going to explain revenue generation ways for minimum income support scheme. Last several videos, I explained the need of minimum income support scheme which is brought by Congress party on 2019 general election. But for that to implement the minimum income support, we need the money and finance. In this video, I am going to explain through several 5 videos how to generate the revenue for this minimum income support and social welfare scheme. That is, in this video I am going to explain by taxing the higher tax for rich people and bring wealth tax, we can make the revenue generation for minimum income support scheme. This article I wrote on 16th May 2020 and my suggestion already I sent to our union government through citizens portal mygovernment.in. I thanks to Congress President Rahul Gandhi ji for taking this good initiative for poorest people of India. Content for this video I given in the description, you can go through and study. Revenue generation ways for minimum income support scheme. Giving cash transfers will be right, but how to get resource for the scheme and implement it is another issue. There are opportunity costs to any expenditure unless the government expands the tax base much more. Honourable Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that of a total population of 130 crore people, only 1.5 crore pay income tax. The number of individual taxpayers who have disclosed income above rupees 5 crore in the whole of the country is only around 8,600, it also said. CBDT also said that only about 2,200 doctors, chartered accountants, lawyers and other professionals have disclosed annual income of more than rupees 1 crore from their profession. It is clearly indicate tax avoidance evasion in our country. So we should increase our tax base from following ways. Number 1, higher tax for rich people and bring wealth tax. We should take from the rich and we support the poor. The tax collection would need to be increased by reintroducing the tax for the super rich. There is nothing inherently wrong with that, but the implication is that we are going to have the tax the rich and bring wealth tax. In India, higher taxes can also mean more tax evasion. Higher taxes at higher income people should be levied. There should be a way to use the tax system to deal with inequality. That's absolutely the first choice, but we need to close the legal loopholes. In India, for almost 2 decades, 2000 to 2018, the bottom half of people received 10 to 15% of the total income. At the same time, India rise up with 138 billionaires. We are now next only to China 799 and the US 626. Less than half of India's urban workers have a regular salaried job. The rest are drivers, vendors, domestic workers and the new age digital gig economy workers, all with zero social protection. The two glittering cities, Delhi and Mumbai, have around half of its population living in slums where 50 to 100 people are often seen sharing a single bathroom. 8-lane expressway and bullet train find their way into budget but not housing for the poor. New research reveals how India is in a way unique in the creation of its billionaire. It is one of the few countries in the world where billionaires are aided by the state, with the majority of them representing sectors such as telecom, mining and construction largely thriving from the benefits doled out by the establishment in the form of free and subsidized land, allotment of mines and so on. In an economy largely driven by the market, the state has been slowly giving up its primary duty of being custodian for the people at large. But it has chosen instead to protect the interest of a privileged few in the guise of trickle-down economics. Real reform is when public good is a duty discharged by the state, one that the polity can hold it accountable to and not the charity of a benevolent view. Some of the best doctors are a product of government-funded medical colleges, but less than 10% of them want to work in a government hospital. The state provides a medical insurance for the poor and corporate hospitals are the ones that profit from it. The best teachers would be those who studied at public funded institutions but later prefer to work for private institutes. In the US, Warren Buffett keeps saying, I pay low taxes because US have set up the tax system so that I can pay low taxes. He is the champion of saying that there is a war between the rich and poor and the rich are winning. It is important to have a simpler, transparent and well-designed tax system. In the US, it is not true that the rich are paying more tax than poor. In USA 2018, for the first time in 100 years, billionaires paid a lower tax rate than ordinary brokers. It is an accumulation of bad decisions. It should not happen like this in India. In India, the maximum tax rate for rich is already about 43.5%. Well, it can surely go higher than that. Political pressure will be substantial and the loophole have to be blocked well. For increase the revenue, estate tax should be brought back in India. Now this tax present in America, Japan, South Korea, England, wealth more than certain limits after their demise should pay the tax by their heirs. In America, for having more than $11 million, they should pay 40% of tax, and in Japan 55%, and in South Korea 40% for estate tax. In India, excess and black money invested in real estate, particularly in vacant land and agricultural land. This should be prevented by enforcing estate tax. When this estate tax is introduced, it may chances of NRI not bring their wealth to India wherever they earned in foreign countries. This should be handled properly, implemented to favor for India. Bible talk about tax the rich in Matthew chapter 22 verse 21. They answered, it's Caesar's picture and Caesar's name. Then Jesus said to them, give to Caesar tax and levies what belongs to Caesar, that is government, and give to God what belongs to God. Amen.